intro man.
All right. That's my name, intro man.
Drum roll.
Sweet. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We have a guest. Emily's going to introduce her.
What? Why? you don't want to introduce her? Is that why?
I'm just the intro man.
You're just the intro man for
That's
real?
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Oh God. Okay.
My intro.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe you should do your own. All right, y'all. Well, we have a special guest today. One of my dear friends, Ashlee. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
I am so happy to have you.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it is. Spill all the tea, please.
All the tea.
All the tea. We'll just call everyone Joe from here on out.
Joe?
Well, maybe
John.
not.
Maybe John. Maybe
yeah.
John. Or what's another like common name?
Tom.
Chet.
Tom.
Chet.
But Chet, I thought from that one show was just like a moron. So
Yeah.
I was gonna,
Anybody
okay.
that's an idiot. Yeah.
Perfect.
Love that Chet.
I love that. Yeah.
Chet.
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 Chet 1, Chet 2.
Okay, we're not gonna go down that
Chet
route.
1, Chet 2.
Well, anyways, we're super excited to have you on, Ash. So we've known each other quite some time,
Yeah, I don't even want to like admit how long.
right?
Ooh, how long?
Makes me feel old.
Well, we worked together.
Yeah.
That's how we met, right? It was like
Mhm.
way back in the day.
Oh.
What do you mean? Oh.
Oh.
You want to know?
I do want to know.
For an after school program.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
With kids.
Dreaming. Was it
Dreaming Summit.
Yeah.
Dreaming Summit Elementary School.
That's interesting.
It
Yeah.
was like love at first sight.
It
Or,
was. Yeah.
like-
we just like
instant.
instant.
They let you two take care of kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Awesome.
great.
That's good.
I mean, hello. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
So what? That was probably like 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, 11 years
like
ago.
a decade, over a decade.
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
It feels like yesterday.
Do you still remember our boss?
I do.
Do you follow her on Instagram?
No.
No?
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you guys still like?
No, she like hardly ever posts anything.
Is her name Chetina?
No,
Oh.
it's not. No. Shout out Candace.
Candace. Yeah.
But dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like a split schedule though. Like you'd go in the morning and then you would work like a 6 to 8 or something. And then you'd go back at 2
Yeah.
and work 2 to 6.
Like
Ew.
the afternoon. Yeah. It was like,
But I loved it for college classes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Because
kinda
then I
cool.
like went to school between 9 and
Mhm.
1 and then was able to go back to work.
Yeah. It was really nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it wasn't
was a
too
cool-
bad.
I never worked the morning. Like,
You didn't. You were
yeah,
just
I
because
was
you
just
could
afternoon.
have. There was like different shifts. Like you can work
Mhm.
your like 1:45 to 6.
Yeah.
Or you can do like the mornings and the
Mhm.
things. That was actually pretty good. Honestly,
yeah.
it was one of the most fun jobs I've ever had.
It was pretty cool. Like, it was really chill. And like,
Right?
I remember like my first day, you were just like instantly like
Yeah.
bringing me in.
Come
and
here,
yeah.
come to the dark side.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember like who else. Like, did we have Alyssa?
Alyssa.
Okay,
yes.
yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
And then Selena. Were you there when we had Selena? No.
I was only there for like a brief,
Yeah.
like 6
time.
months. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I
Because-
know Alyssa for sure.
Yeah.
So shout out to Alyssa.
Oh man, that's
I
crazy.
know, right? That's so wild. And now
Yeah.
here we are,
10 years later.
10,
11 years later with kids.
both moms.
Do you get carded for alcohol?
Sometimes, and when I don't get carded, I feel like really offended.
See? Thank you. Literally, we just talked about this the
Yes.
other day, and I cannot remember the last time I actually was carded.
If I have my daughter with me, then
It's a given.
Yeah, they're usually not carding me. But I'm like, and when they don't card me, I'm like,
Like,
you
bro,
really don't even want to like see? Like,
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I could pass for 21.
Every time Emily doesn't get carded, I hear about it.
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm
They
like,
didn't card me. Do I look old? What's wrong with me? Is
Well,
my
not
hair
all-
is my hair messed up? What's going on?
well, no, but it's like I pay a lot of money to have my grays covered up, and I have, I do this so that I can get carded, so it
Yeah.
doesn't give away my age.
It's just more of like it makes you feel better about yourself.
like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? It is what it is, I guess.
I
Card
know.
everyone.
Yeah. that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
Thug it.
You know how sometimes you can tell when people, like when you're buying alcohol at the store,
Yeah.
like how dare you bypass that where it's
Yeah.
like asking for a date in a year? Like you asshole, you asked for my ID and you put in the correct year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's so messed up.
The ones that bother me is like when you go to those stores and they're like, if the birth year is 2021, then this person is over 21.
Oh
And
my
you're
gosh.
and you're
I
like,
know.
Oh my
whoa.
God.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy to think about though?
Oh, I cannot even
Like that's wild.
I'm turning 30 this year, and it's literally like I'm not excited for it. Like, I don't know what it is about turning 30, but it's.
I hear you.
Yeah, 30, huh?
Yeah.
Well, how old are you, Richard?
I'll be 36 this year.
36. I know. I turned 30 end of last year, and that I feel like that was the hardest one yet.
Yeah. I
Just
hear
'cause-
like the 30s are like your best years, but I'm like, yeah, because my 20s were not
Yeah.
the business.
Right.
So,
Well, let's
like-
get into that. That's a good little segue. Let's get into that. So
Yeah.
your
Do it.
20s.
yes.
Okay. So you're married, recently
Yeah.
divorced, right?
Yes.
Is it finalized? Are
Yeah.
you still going through?
No, so it was
Okay.
final a year ago. So June of 2022 was final. Yeah, my 20s were interesting. I went through 2 divorces. I was
Yeah.
really young. My first marriage, I was 19. And then, went through that and then got married again and we had my daughter and that was not easy.
For sure.
That first year I think was, they always
hardest.
say the first year of having, getting married and then having kids
Yeah.
is like the hardest, but yeah, so
Do you think that you'll get married again? Like, is that something that you're like, I'm open to if I find the right person? Is it a hard no?
I go back and forth because like my
Yeah.
thing is like I'm not getting divorced again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do
Like,
that one.
whoever it
It's
is, like, it's
Yeah.
for life. But
if we get like married and even if you hate me, like sorry, I'm
sorry,
not.
you're going to have to stick it
Yeah.
out. I will not sign those damn papers.
Not 3 times. No, I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
3 times. But I go back and forth.
Yeah.
Like obviously I'm like, yeah, like it would be nice to have somebody, but I'm not gonna just
Chase
settle.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chase it. Like not settle. And I went through 2 really hard relationships since I was 15 and I think dating now it's like I know what I can put up with and what I can't and what
Yeah.
I deserve.
For sure.
And so if you're not meeting those criteria, it's like sorry, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
on to the next because
Yeah. I mean, now I feel like just with maturity, you kind of
Yeah.
know, like, this is something that fine, I'm a little flexible on. Maybe this is something absolutely not. It's a hard no for me.
Yeah.
Bye.
Right, exactly.
So how hard is it dating when we were younger?
Yeah.
When I say younger, that makes us feel so old.
I know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know another easier phrase to say that. But
Yeah.
before and then now, kind of today's day and age, which is
Yeah.
a whole nother freaking world.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
I can't even keep up with it.
Yeah.
How has that been?
Well, I think I don't want to say I've been fortunate, but I've always been the type of person to be like in a serious relationship. Since I was 15, I was in a serious relationship and then went right into the next one. And so like I was just telling one of my friends this the other day, like I haven't really been single since I was 15.
Yeah.
So like 15 years of being in serious relationships. So like I've never even really been on like dating apps or like anything like that. Like I've never had to experience like
Yeah.
going out there and like putting myself out there and dating in today's like
Yeah.
world.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm really like kind of nervous about that because
Sounds like you need some one night stands, my friends.
When? Whoa.
Whoa.
Jesus.
I mean, 15 years of serious relationships, you're telling me she
Yes.
hasn't earned it?
Yeah, you earned it.
I mean, come on.
What? When was the divorce finalized? Like, how fresh are we?
Well, year.
A year, yeah.
year.
But we
Okay.
split in March of 2022.
So have you adjusted to that yet? Because I feel like that's just such a huge, especially now having a daughter, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a whole different
Ball game. Yeah. I think with that relationship, I don't want to say I got over it really fast, but like when you're married, when you're in like a serious relationship and like you have kids, you try until you can't
Right.
go any longer. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so I think towards like the last 6 months of that relationship,
It
I
had already ended.
Yeah. I really started detaching myself and really trying to like figure out, like my next move and what I was going to do. So that when I did, like we did fully decide to like separate, I was ready.
Yeah.
I was ready. But then like, I moved back here and, I started dating and stuff. And I've always just gone from one relationship to the
Mhm.
next.
Yeah.
And I think that I'm finally at a point in my life where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to just
Be me.
be me and like figure out who I am and heal, from
Yeah.
my past. And 15 years, like
Yeah.
15, that's a
Yeah.
long time.
It's a lot. Like
It's
when
like
you
half
sit
my
back
life.
and you think about that.
yeah, half my life.
You've been dedicating to pleasing someone else and trying to make
Yes.
someone else happy and make those
Yeah.
relationships work. That it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I know we're not married.
Yeah.
But
We're not.
it's a lot of freaking work.
Yeah.
every single
Every
day.
day.
Like, I don't get a vacation from you.
Do you want one?
Maybe.
Ew.
I think we need a girls trip.
I think a girls trip.
I gave you 5 minutes in the bathroom. What are you talking
Oh
about?
my God, I'm dead right now.
So
I'm
lucky.
dead. Wow, what did I do to deserve this?
So what was that like
Yeah.
when you first got divorced and
Mhm.
obviously you guys went your separate ways?
Yes.
Describe like how that felt that first couple nights where you're just like by yourself.
I actually felt it's so crazy because I felt so at peace. Like I was
I
finally
love that for you.
Yeah, like it was I wasn't like completely heartbroken. Like obviously you always want to try to make it work for your kids and things like that, but I remember just like moving into my house and just like that first night being there and like and looking around being like, dang, like I'm doing this on my own now, like
Yeah.
for the first time.
Like, I did this shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I'm finally on my own. Like it's just me and my daughter. Like I felt at peace, which is crazy, but like my family would ask me, my friends would ask me, like, are you doing okay? I'm like, yeah, like I'm actually like
I'm living my best life.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
I feel like that's such a good place for you to be at because you know that you've made the right choice.
Yeah.
Right? You know, because
Yeah.
if like you move into your own place
Yeah.
and you're like devastated and crying, like I feel like then maybe there's some part of you that's like, what if I would have tried a little
Yeah.
harder, or like maybe done things a little differently?
Yeah.
But for you to be kind of
Oh,
taking
yeah.
a step back and be like, no, like I feel like I'm at home.
Yes.
I feel like that means you gave everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
You have
Mhm.
nothing else to give that
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's awesome.
Yeah. It felt really good. Like
Yeah.
it felt just like where I was supposed to be
Yeah.
at that point in my life. And, you know, like obviously like I'm always gonna like love and respect, you know, her dad and stuff. Like we have a kid together, you know. He was a big part of my life for a lot of years, and we've known each other since I was 12.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
A long time.
A long
That
time
is a
to
long
know
time.
somebody. But I think now seeing the way that we co-parent and seeing the way that we communicate with each other now, not being together, it is like night and day different. I think we were always just meant to be better off as, you know, friends or, you know, whatever it is. But just the way that we can detach ourselves emotionally and
Mhm.
put our daughter first and know that she's our number one priority. So obviously we're going to do what we need to do. We both, you know, have seen our parents, you know, go their separate ways or not be together. And our biggest thing was we don't want her to ever feel any tension between us or anything like that. And so I think that it's,
Yeah, that's very big of you guys because that's not the typical story nowadays.
Yeah.
And I know, Richard, you can probably speak to it too, but like a lot of people go through separations with kids and they aren't unable to have healthy co-parenting relationships and even be able to be at a place where they're mature enough to say like, hey, I have a lot of feelings towards you, but I'm going to go ahead and detach myself from that. And I'm going to make sure that the kid doesn't feel that.
Yeah.
On a recent episode that is launched now, it's on all platforms at the moment. We talked about this specific topic and setting boundaries. Like, have you felt like you needed to set boundaries yet, or is this something that's just like
Naturally.
a mutual?
Yeah. No, I think that we haven't had to set any boundaries. You know, I think that we both know that Riley is our number one priority. And we both know being her parents, you know, what's best for her. And as far as, you know, anytime that we have to have a serious conversation or anything, you know, involved with our co-parenting or anything, we make sure that she's not, you know, involved in that. She's not seeing us have those uncomfortable conversations because
I love
it
that.
does, you know, it does put a lot on the kids. And, you know, I don't want her to ever feel, you know, any type of way about, you know, her dad and I or anything uncomfortable because, you know,
It's not, she didn't have a choice.
right.
Yeah.
It's not her fault that we didn't
Right.
work, you know, and as far as, you know, just because we didn't work as partners, like doesn't mean he's not a good dad or doesn't mean like I'm not a good mom. Like I would never, you know, put her in that situation where she's hearing me talk about him or, you know, my frustrations as far as us not working, but that's her dad.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like I would never want her to feel some type of way just because I feel some type of way. Like,
I'm so proud of you.
thanks.
Yeah. No, honestly, because
Yeah.
honestly, like a lot of people that I know that are separated do not have the same type of mindset as you.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so big for both of you guys to be able to kind of say like, listen, I have these feelings, but I will never let her have those feelings because I have those
Right.
feelings. She can make up her mind when she wants to make up her mind based on the relationships that she builds with both of you.
Exactly.
And like that, I feel like, ew, I'm getting emotional. I don't know if it's alcohol or what, but like
The
that
couple
is
fireball shots that we had.
but that's just like so amazing.
Yeah.
And it just shows the growth that both of you have, honestly. However, on the flip side of that, like, was the divorce mutual, or was there any sort of like hard feelings during that? Like, do you think maybe that's why it's kind of easier for you guys to co-parent?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think that we both knew towards the end that this is kind of, where we needed to be. We both tried extremely hard. I know, I gave 110%. He tried as much as he could, but sometimes, you're just not meant to be. Like my what I feel like I deserve in a relationship might not be what he could have gave me, at the time, or even at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't work. And I think that we both know that we tried.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the biggest thing. We tried, and it didn't work. And moving forward, like, we just always made sure that Riley's our number one priority. And
yeah.
Do
you ever think like man, I'm dreading the time where we actually don't agree on something? Like you're dreading that time.
Yeah. Because we've been really good at co-parenting. I mean, obviously we've had our little things here and there, but for the most part, like, we've done really good at knowing what's best for her and just working towards that. But I mean,
because I know you can be a little feisty, just like me. That's why we're friends. You can add a little sass when we need to. So it would be interesting to kind of see. And he's more like introverted and low key type.
Yes.
So it'd be interesting to see like him get so passionate to a point where you're like, oh no, boo boo, like we ain't doing that,
right.
And kind of have that tit for tat. But
or do you think you guys are strong enough to where you can have a disagreement but still like talk it out?
Yeah, I mean, we've always had a hard time, I think, with confrontation. Even in our relationship, it wasn't, something that we really did much of. It was like, okay, we talked about it, but then it was like, okay, like, we'll never talk about it again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think now, like, like you said, like, there's not much more that obviously we're raising a kid together, separately, but there's going to be things that come up that, we might not agree on or anything like that. But I think it just goes back to really just making our daughter the focal point in every decision that we make, and really, taking a step back and putting our feelings aside for each other and being like, okay, what's best for her?
Right. So how do you think like that transition? Because she's still young, right? So she's about to be 4, right?
Yeah.
Her and Gray are very close in age, a month apart.
Uh-huh.
So they're on the younger side, right? So how do you think the transition for her has been? Or do you think she even kind of understands at this point?
Yeah.
Or like, well, kind of walk us through.
So when we decided to separate, Riley was almost 3. So she was 2, turning 3 in July. And I think we did it at a good age to where she was still young. So she's not like fully like understanding or seeing like what we've been through. Cause my parents got divorced like 7 years ago. So I was older. Right. So I'm an adult now seeing my parents go through this.
Right.
Yeah. And, with Riley being so young, I think that we did it, I didn't want to just continue on just to continue on and being in this relationship, solely just because I wasn't ready to, split that time or do that with her. I think that we did it at a good time to where now she knows, like, that's her norm.
Right.
Like,
she can't remember anything else really.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you notice any changes? Because you guys have, did you say 60-40?
Yeah, it's like a split.
Yeah,
like
so
she's with
split.
him 3 nights and me 4.
Yeah.
So
So
almost 50-50.
Has there ever been a time where she's like, I don't want to go with dad?
Yeah. I think
Like how, because I feel like
Yes.
for me, if I were to have Gray hear that, like
Yeah.
I
wouldn't know what to do.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah. I think that, that's been recent, but there have been a lot of changes, in her life in the last couple months. And she is going through a lot. This is a hard age.
Yeah.
4s, I hear 4s are worse than like terrible 2s.
I hear that too. Yeah.
So-
Just I think more so like the emotional
Yeah.
aspect. Like they're starting to grow up and starting to put like 2 and 2 together. And I think
Yeah.
like that would be hard if there's a lot of changes and she's
Yeah.
just trying to figure out like
It's like, what is going on?
What is this life that I live and
Yeah.
what is my norm?
Yeah. I definitely think that, you know, transitioning back and forth between two houses is hard enough. And so, you know, recently I've really been trying to focus on, you know, talking positive and, you know, when I'm like slowly like, okay, it's time to go to dad's tomorrow, or okay, like, you know, hyping it up just to like get her excited, you
That's
know,
good.
because like she loves her dad, you know, but she also has a hard time sometimes being away, you know, from me.
From
and,
mom.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, she was with
You're
me
you're her safety.
yeah, for
Yeah.
2 years, you know, I was a stay-at-home mom and it was just her and I. So, I definitely think that now I'm now that she's getting older and starting to have those big emotions and those big feelings, you know, I'm still trying to navigate my own.
You're like, whoa, sister, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I'm like,
let's cry together.
Yeah.
Have you guys like taken like a cushioned approach where you're like more flexible with each other on the time spent based off of her?
Yeah, we definitely aren't like, okay, like this is my time, like you can't come see her, or this is my time. Like he just recently moved back, so he was living in Tucson, and so we were doing that kind of, and that was hard because you know he wasn't he wasn't local. But now it's like, hey, like I have to be in office this day for work. Like, can you watch her for the day? Or hey, like we're very flexible as far as like our time, just because if she were to be like, hey mom, like I want to see dad, I'm like, okay, like let's call him and see what he's doing. You know,
love
because that only benefits her. Like
I love that.
Yeah.
I would never want to be like, okay, like no, it's my time, or you know, and we make sure that like when she's with me, he's calling like every other day, or you know.
Is it awkward when that happens?
No.
Like, is it, do you answer or do you give it straight to her?
Well,
Be
she
like,
has her own iPad, so
Okay, girl.
Right on.
Okay. So he'll just call that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I don't even have.
You
to,
don't even have to see his face.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, like, you know, like I feel like that would be a big, like if you and I were to split, I'd be like, oh, like, hi, here's Gray. You know, like I feel like it'd be some sort of like awkward.
Yeah. I think that we're so platonic now.
Yeah.
That like, and I mean, we see each other every week, you know, when we do drop-offs and stuff. It's so platonic now, and we were friends for so long before.
Yeah, so it's kind of just.
Yeah.
But question for you.
Oh.
Because you don't know if he's dating yet or not, right?
No.
Like he has never disclosed to you.
Mm-mm.
Has that been something that you guys talked about as far as like, hey, if you do decide to bring someone around, I would like to meet her first?
I think that he is so focused on being a good dad in that aspect that like I trust him to know if he's bringing somebody around that it's pretty serious, and that I know he wouldn't just bring anyone around her.
Yeah.
You know, so he would have to be pretty serious about someone and know for sure, like, okay, this is a good person to be around my daughter, because he is very protective in that aspect.
Yeah.
You know, as far as who's around her, you know,
Yeah.
things like that. And I trust him fully in that, and to know that like he's not going to just bring anybody around her.
Do you think he has that same mindset for you though? Like, do you think he's like, hey, I trust Ashlee.
Yeah.
Like, I know she is not.
Oh, for sure.
But do you think you would want to meet her first before she meets your daughter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like
Yeah.
I always told Richard, like if we ever were to split up, like my only ask is that one, obviously whoever you're bringing around is like
Not
good
crazy.
star.
Yeah.
Crazy. Because no,
Okay.
not up in here.
Emily can out crazy anybody.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like, you haven't seen crazy yet, baby. Go ahead and sit down.
Buckle up.
Exactly. Go ahead, have a shot of Fireball. Let you loosen up real quick. But I just feel like I would want to meet them first.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of character. And I would want to know who's coming around my son.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
I want to know that he's not like, oh, dad's new girlfriend's a, crazy son of a gun. Not that he would say that,
That's
but
cool and all, but would you do the same for me?
100%.
Would you?
What do you mean?
Would you?
What are you implying?
I don't know if you would or not.
What?
I feel
you
like
want
it's
to meet-
different for men and women. Like mom's going into that mama bear mode.
Yeah.
And they want to do that stuff. And I don't know that they would. Some moms don't. I do think you would. I'm just.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, what the hell?
No, I just think that some moms would not have the same respect for dads, like
Right.
because we're seen in mom's eyes, they're seen as like the end all be all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dads are just kind of like the supporting cast,
Right.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not seen as an equal thing.
Yeah, but would you request the same? Like, are you as passionate about it as I am? Like, I'm like 100%. I would have to meet them first before you ever even brought them around, Gray.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to like shake their hand, or like would it be like a trial or?
No, I don't think it would be a trial, just to
Okay.
get to know them. And
I think that's like a respect thing.
For sure.
You know, like if you're going to be around my kid, then
100%.
you know,
Yeah.
we need to be on the same all on the same page, as far as obviously if you're introducing to him or vice versa, like, you know, like this is probably going to go somewhere. And it all, like, in my eyes, I hope one day that he finds somebody, you know, that will love him and, you know, give him everything that he needs, but in the same aspect, like my daughter as well. And if he does, like, that, nothing would make me happier, because it's only more
Another
people.
to say another person to show love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, so that she has that, not that anybody could ever replace, like, I'm her mom, right?
Right.
But like knowing that she would have, you know, another mother figure over there, you know, at his house as well, because having a daughter too, it's like,
Yeah.
it's hard.
I know.
You know, like
I know.
girls are,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Richard knows, like,
Yeah.
girls are not easy.
For
you
sure.
know? Like there's so much that goes into, like,
Yeah.
the emotions and up
For
and
sure.
down.
But I guess on the side part of that, right? Like obviously you would want him to find someone that wholly understands your guys' relationship.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people, a lot of women that would be very insecure
yeah,
with you guys having
a good,
a
healthy
good,
relationship.
healthy co-parenting
Yeah.
relationship. So let's just say someone comes in and she's full throttle. Absolutely not. You guys are too close. This is so weird.
Yeah.
No. And then kind of just shakes everything up and tries to be mom. Like, is that something that you're like,
I don't
preparing yourself?
Yeah, but I
potentially?
don't think that he would ever.
Like allow it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
I love
because, like I said, we make sure that, you know, Riley's number one.
So you think before it even got to that, he'd be like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
There's the door.
Yeah, I think that the next relationship he gets in, and we've had this conversation where it's like, okay, like, you know, obviously you and I are never going to work, but you and I have to co-parent for the rest of, it's not just 18 years.
Yeah.
Like people say it's 18 years. No, it's
18 years in this house, but okay.
but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
It's
forever. There's
forever,
weddings. I mean,
yes.
there's so many.
Yeah.
Like, think about like when she grows up and if she wants kids and it's her first kid. You know what I mean? Like, there's just a lot of big things in life that you guys are gonna have to be there together to support her. So yeah, it's really not just 18 years. It's for life.
It's for life.
It's for life.
It's weird though, because kids are real smart. When Maddie was younger, probably 7-8 years old, we were in the car on the way home, and she was like, "Dad," this is way before Emily. "Dad, are you gonna get a girlfriend?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just focused on being a dad right now, kiddo. Like, just want to be the best dad I can be." And she goes, "Fine, die alone." And I was like, "Whoa."
Whoa.
That's Maddie in a nutshell. But like,
for
just
sure.
the fact that she was cognizant enough at a young age to be like, "Hey, my dad is alone."
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, at some point, you know, Riley might even look at her dad and go,
"It's time,
like,
Dad.
what up, Dad?
Like, what are you
Get
waiting
your
for?
shit together.
Figure it out, man.
Get your shit together. Die alone. Then.
I'm sick of you bothering me. Go bother some other woman."
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that. So I guess kind of like circling back, right? How was it when you were like pregnant and then after having her, like, how was that? Because I know that for me was one of the hardest things was that transition of being a first time mom.
Oh, for sure. I think, you know, it took us a while to get pregnant, you know, with Riley. When we finally were pregnant, you know, the first couple months, you're so excited.
Yeah.
You know, it's like total, like, just
Bliss.
Yeah. Yeah. But then, you know, as my pregnancy started going on and things like that, like I'm going to be honest, like I did not like being pregnant.
Yeah,
like,
it was the worst. You know, when you hear stories of like, I love being pregnant, I love my belly, it was so great. And I'm like, okay, were you pregnant with an alien? Like, what kind of pregnancy was this?
I did not enjoy
Hated it.
Oh, could not. Like,
the damn thing gets in the way.
Oh, for sure.
Clothes don't fit. You gain a bunch of weight.
Your feet are swollen. They
God
hurt.
damn, they hurt.
And we were both pregnant in the summer.
Oh,
like 9 months pregnant.
Nasty.
Oh, gross. So.
All right. Well, here we are, everybody. Holy moly.
It's so true. I felt the same way. I did not have the glow.
No. I no.
No.
But you know, then having her, obviously, you know, it's like love at first sight. You know, you instantly fall in love. in the hospital, you're just like on cloud 9.
Yeah.
And then you get home.
I know. And then reality hits.
2 days later and you're like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
But no, it was the first year of her life was not easy for me.
Yeah.
I struggled really hard with, that being that first time mom and just the pressure.
Yeah.
You feel not even just like, but my mom and I have this conversation where she's like, I don't think I could have had kids in this generation, with social media and the internet. And because I think I was constantly like Googling, like, okay, like how long does she need to be awake for?
Yeah.
Like, when does she need to eat? Like,
for sure.
constant, you know? So that on top of your hormones are just
all over the place.
Through the roof.
All over.
Crazy. All over.
Excuse me, sir. Have a seat.
Calm down.
Calm down over there.
All over.
Take another shot.
And then, I think just not even realizing it until way a lot later, looking back, like, okay, there was definitely a little bit of postpartum
for sure
there because, not to mention your hormones, but you're not sleeping and, you're just constantly like feeling, like I said, that pressure of just being a good mom and not wanting to ask for help because if you're asking for help or you're admitting that,
you can't do it or you need help.
Then you feel like a failure.
For sure.
So looking back, I mean, obviously we've talked about postpartum in the past before, but in the past before, obviously that's the past.
Yeah.
What types of things like were you feeling like inside of your body that, looking back, you're like, that's definitely postpartum?
Yeah. I think that just finding the joy in like the little things that if I could go back now knowing what I know, and I say this all the time, I wish I could go back and relive those days where I was just wishing the days away.
Yeah.
I was just like so ready for the day to end, like just to go into another one where I'm like, man, like
literally it would be like they wake up and you're like, okay, first nap.
Yep.
You get to first nap. Okay, second nap.
Yep.
Okay, third nap. Okay, bedtime routine.
Yeah.
Like you just, I think when I look back, it's more so like giving myself grace. Like I wish I would have given myself more grace because I felt like you kind of mentioned that pressure.
Yeah.
And then you have that social media, right? Of like, you see all these other moms and they're fucking killing it and doing TikTok videos and going viral. And you're like, wow, bitch, I wish I could brush my hair today.
I wish I could take a shower.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wish I could look that good.
Yes.
2 weeks postpartum must be nice, And then you also, I think nowadays, looking back at where I was, I'm like, I think I did give myself added pressure just from the standpoint of like, my mom did it and never complained.
Yeah.
Right. And so here I am complaining. Like, who am I?
Yeah. Oh, I get that. Like, I come from a long line of women.
Yeah.
That, that did it all. Super women, 6 kids, 4 kids, even my older sister, like 4 kids and
killed it. No complaints.
And I'm over here with 1 and I'm struggling.
Yeah.
So I never felt, not that it was anybody's fault.
Right.
I just never felt like I could complain or I could, ask for help because I'm like, dang, I only have 1 kid.
Exactly.
And she's great.
Yeah.
Like if I look back on it, she was a great kid.
Yeah.
But like God gave me that because I couldn't have handled anything other than that in the moment,
For sure.
Like I would have.
And it's so crazy because I think back and I'm like, was it the hormones? Was it just situational based? Like I still don't know what it was that like, or when it triggered me.
Yeah.
It's all kind of a blur, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like it was so tough for me that I almost block it out.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I never want to go
to that place again.
Which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
And I feel a little guilty as a mom of like, oh yeah, your first like 6 to 12 months, I was not okay.
Yeah.
And it was probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
Where you hear other stories and like, oh my God, the newborn phase, the cuddles. And I'm like, couldn't wait for that to end. Like now I'm like, I freaking love this age.
Yeah.
Like I love that he's able to have conversations with me and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just so different.
Yeah.
Even from my perspective, like she worked during the day, I worked nights. We only saw each other a couple hours a day. And so I didn't get to really see her. I mean, I saw her in action and she was an amazing mother, still is, but like just being able to see her and see her emotions and see things, like I missed a ton of things. And I wish that I would have been there for that because I think.
But I also think I hid some too. Like I didn't want anyone to know my struggles because I felt like who was I to even bring that up?
Yeah, no, I definitely think you hid things, but I think that I could have, knowing you like I know you, there's stuff that, you try to hide emotions from me from time to time. And it's like I can see through that stuff. And so I just think if I would have been there more, like I could have seen more and probably helped.
I think our ours was a little different because I felt like a lot of my thoughts that I was having was more so due to like, I mean, you worked nights, right? So
Yeah.
during the night, it was me 100% with Gray. He was not a good sleeper at all.
Right.
I mean, that kid woke up like every 2 hours. And then I had to get up at 3 a.m. for work and go to work from like 4 to 2 or whatever it was. And then just repeat itself where I think I almost was like envious of your life in that way because he was able to go home and go to sleep because we did have a daytime sitter when I was at work.
Right.
And I was like, what's that like?
Yeah.
Getting 5 hours of solid sleep. Like,
Right.
what is that like? And I
Yeah.
think that's where, obviously, you know, postpartum, anxiety, all that stuff was coming into play. But then I'm also looking at my partner thinking like, damn, I wish I had your life.
Yeah. There's I don't want to say resentment.
Yeah.
Because, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
You know,
But I feel like,
it, as being a mom, you obviously feel that where you're like, I never wanted to ask for help. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one to do it. You know, like I'm
Yeah.
not going to wake you up or I'm not. And from my aspect, I was not working.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I was a stay-at-home mom. So like, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go wake you up when you have to be to work in 2 hours. And even though like,
but I feel like that's a whole nother pressure for
right.
you.
Yeah. Even though it should, like I should
Right.
have been like, okay, well still like, it's not
Fair that you're.
I didn't do this by myself.
Right.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
she's half yours.
Yeah.
Half your responsibility.
For sure.
So yeah, like it, but I think just being a mom and like I said, like seeing our moms do it and
I
like
know.
just being like, okay.
Yeah, for sure. And I think too, like, how was it for you being a stay-at-home mom? Because I know there was a time where like Gray was, I don't even know, maybe a little over a year. And I took like 2 months off of work. So I kind of was like a stay-at-home mom at that point.
Yeah.
And it just was not for me.
It was rough. You didn't.
I need a break.
It's like, get me out of here.
Like right now.
Yeah.
I had to go back. I was like, I need to find a job.
Yeah.
Like I am truly in awe of those that can be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
I mean, the toys, the Coco Melon. Like I just was like, if I sing one more fucking song, kid song, I might lose my
Which is
shit.
funny because all the time she's asking me like, hey, can I quit?
You're like,
Yeah.
can I stay?
And I know in my heart, I
You'll
could
never
probably do
it.
it for a month and be right back at work. Like, so how was that for you? Like,
I think that it was good. You know, I think once I got over my postpartum stuff, after about a year, I was getting into a good routine. And you do, like, my mom was a stay-at-home mom for 20 years and I watched her do it and I watched her kill it. She basically treated it like it was a job.
Yeah.
You know, so she would get up and she would get ready for the day and she would treat the house like it was her job.
Yeah.
You know, she would clean, she would cook, she would grocery shop, she would do all those things, you know, to keep, you know, on top of having 4 kids.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But like, was there ever a time for you where you were like, okay, listen, like he's coming back from work and you're like, okay, that's also a signal that my day is done. It's your turn now. Or were you like, listen, I understand you're the one that's like literally making the money, even though you're contributing. Yeah. Right. Like,
I think that being a mom, you don't ever feel like your job's done. Yeah. Like, and that's the conversations him and I would have. I'd be like, okay, your day ends at 4:00. And then, you know,
mine's
you get
24/7.
Yeah. Like you get to come home and you get to decompress and you get to go outside and work in the shop or you get to go, you know, whatever. And you have that hour drive home or that 45-minute drive home to decompress from your day.
Right.
And I think being a mom and even a stay-at-home mom, you don't ever really
get that
clock out.
No.
You don't get.
You're on the clock.
Yeah, 24/7.
Overtime after overtime after overtime. Do you ever think like he knew that you were struggling? Like, did you have those conversations with him or did you kind of just like.
I think there was one and only time that I, you know, kind of. But at the same time, he didn't know how to deal with those emotions. You know, like I was finally at a point where I'm like, okay, like I know I'm not. Well, good. Like, I'm not, this isn't how you're supposed to be feeling. Yeah. You know, and the one and only conversation that we had about it, you know, I didn't have that support from him. So I just was like, all right.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
I mean, you really can't. Like, as a mom, you can't. You're like, okay, I said that. I'm not getting support.
Yep.
It doesn't mean your day's over and it doesn't mean you can stop because you have someone that relies on you.
And I think that I really learned ways to pull myself out of it. Like, knowing, like, I can't rely on anybody to fix this. I have to be the one to like figure out what's going to fix it. and move forward and be, you know, if I didn't have Riley in that aspect, I don't know where I would be, because she really was like that light for me.
100%.
That like pulled me out.
For sure.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Oh.
she can't be without a mom.
Yeah.
You know? So like I gotta do what I gotta do to
Make sure she's good.
Yeah.
100%. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Oh my God. The
Can we edit out the tears?
I know. I'm like, don't get that on tape, please. Oh my God. Okay.
Funny. So funny.
So I guess another topic is like dating life.
Yeah. Dating life.
So are you dating? Are you just kind of like, you know what? If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Like no pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm at a point in my life right now where like I'm ready to just like do me for a while. I've been, you know, I was dating a little bit here and there.
Like dating apps, or was it?
No. Like I've never really been on dating apps.
Yeah, look at
know?
you.
I know. Like I've
You're like the only millennial that has never been on a dating app.
I know, they scare me a little bit.
Why?
I don't know. Like I've never really like.
You're so funny.
Is it the swiping? You're like, I don't want to swipe.
Yeah, I don't need to swipe.
I feel like that's the fun part.
It's like a
Next.
thumb workout. To the left. But no, like I've just never really had to.
Thinking about, okay, let's say you find someone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're now not only really having to focus on like this person being in your life, but also your daughters.
Yeah.
Like, what are some qualities that you're like, hey, they absolutely have to have X, Y, and Z in order for this to work? Or is there anything where you're like, if they have kids, you're like, no, or anything like that?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm obviously not opposed like to people having kids, especially this age.
Day and age,
like,
yeah.
How old we are.
Yeah, I know.
That's right.
You're not going to really find a lot of people that don't have kids. I think my biggest thing is just someone that's patient and understanding and has the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I obviously don't have a lot of time. I work full time and I have my daughter, but you know, someone that's just willing to put in the effort where it needs to be. And knowing that, it's not just me. Like taking on a whole nother responsibility. And if you love me, like you have to love my daughter and everything that comes with that. So someone that just, I think is really understanding of, you know, what it's like to co-parent and have young kids and know that she's my number one priority.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
You'll have to come second to that.
What a wild ride.
It's wild. Yeah. But I'm single and I'm just enjoying being, you know.
Would you ever go on a blind date?
I would.
You would?
If it was somebody that like I knew, like was setting me up.
Okay, so like if I were to tell you that I know one of his friends that we could set you up with, you would be not opposed?
I trust you.
Okay.
So like
all right.
I know if like you're
am I saying
Ashlee,
like stamp of approval?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Because you know, like you
for sure.
Obviously you have a kid and like
totally get it. Yeah.
I feel like Emily and I are pretty similar.
Yeah, we are.
Pray for me.
Yeah, no, we are.
Pray for me. There's two of them.
The two of us
There's
together.
2 of them. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Shut up, Richard.
I know. He's never really seen us.
I know.
Like,
well,
together.
I always tell Ash because, you know, Gray's a month older. They're going to get married.
Yeah. We have pictures of their first date.
Their
like
first date, donut date.
Oh boy.
Happened on our patio.
porch.
Yeah.
Literally.
It was
like
so cute.
we would be the best in-laws.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
We'd get to spend
barbecues every weekend.
spend Christmases together.
Oh.
How dare you?
Everybody disagrees. Sorry.
I mean, wouldn't you want that though? Like,
Yeah.
because you hear a lot of people where they're like, oh my God, the in-laws.
Horror stories.
I mean, to be able to say like, no, she's good people.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, that would be cool. Like when I think of future, like I would love to be able to hang out with my kids' in-laws.
Yeah. And like do trips together.
Oh my God, so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, forget the kids. We're just going to.
Yeah.
And I know like you're going to have him so in check.
I
like,
know, right?
As far as how to treat girls. Like
Thank you.
100%.
I'm never going to have to like, I would never have to worry.
Because I would beat his ass before
I called
anything
me
else. Do you know what your son did?
Gray made Riley cry. So
Can you kidding me? And I would march to their house.
I need you to come handle this.
You know I would. I mean, I just feel like, I don't know. I watched this thing on TikTok the other day where it was like, this mom was like, oh my God, I'm going to be the mother-in-law. And it's true because when you hear about like, you know, like, oh God, the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, somebody's going to hate me.
That's going to be me.
And I see those too, where it's like, you know, the son if you have a son, he usually conforms to his wife and the wife's family.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
yes.
because daughters, usually with their
I know.
moms, so,
And I'm like, hell no, not up in this bitch. So, I mean, really, like you hear, and you always hear like those horror stories about like, oh my God, his mom, so needy, wants to come around. I'm like, I'm definitely going to be that mom. I'm going to be that mother-in-law.
No, you won't.
Are you kidding me?
Leave the poor kid alone. That's what you're gonna hear.
No.
You're gonna be like, oh, I'm going to Grace. I'm like, no, you're not.
you were just there 3 hours ago.
Like, yeah, your point
Let
is
him
what?
be.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man, you let him live, especially if he's married already. Like, come on.
No, because then they're going to have grandbabies, and like, I'm going to be the favorite grandma. Sorry, Ashley.
Oh,
Jeez.
who do you think will be in the room? Like,
Oh no.
Okay, maybe this won't work out. No,
I'll send you pictures.
oh, shit.
It's getting heavy over here. We need more alcohol.
Another
Stat.
fireball shot.
I think they could have like 4 people now. Like
Oh,
me, you,
God.
the husband. Or well, no, that'd be Gray.
Yeah.
That would be great.
So Gray, me. Okay.
Okay.
We can make it work.
I cannot believe you guys sitting here planning the freaking wedding
But
and
it'll
baby
be
births and all this.
It'll
already.
be here before you know it. Like
It
they're
really-
already
honestly,
4.
I'm not ready for that.
No.
How fast did that happen?
Like really, they could be married in like 15 years.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
That's fast.
That's like,
I mean, how was it for you?
Yeah.
Like your oldest is 15, about to be
Ugh,
16.
I don't want to talk about it, really. No, it's crazy
Driving?
because like she was in trouble a couple weeks ago, and I told her like, you can be pissed off at me all you want,
yeah.
and it's me speaking, like, and I said, in 2.5 years you're going to be 18, and in my head I was like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, that's true, that's true, that's true.
Yeah.
Like my brain was going a million miles a minute, like, oh my God, in 2.5 years I'm going to have an adult child.
And she can literally do whatever she wants.
Whatever
Yeah.
she wants.
Yeah.
And if
Which
she
do-
doesn't
do-
want
can
to
we
step
just-
foot through that door again, I can't tell her you need to get over here.
Right.
Can we
You know
just
what I
talk
mean?
about that for a minute? Like, isn't 18 just really young?
I feel like it's so young.
Like,
I
I
feel
just
like-
don't think you're mature enough to make
No.
adult decisions at 18.
No.
Like, looking back to when I was 18, I'm
Oh.
like, absolutely not.
No. No.
Like, who the fuck decided that?
yeah. It's young.
It's
That's
young.
so
It's super
young.
young. Yeah, especially as a parent looking at 18, you're like, no. There's
Absolutely
no way.
not. Yeah.
Like you can't even remember to bring your socks to volleyball.
Yeah.
Let alone
What do
like,
you mean? You're going to
vote.
pay a bill,
Yeah, right.
vote for a president,
Seriously.
Yeah. own a firearm. Like,
Yeah.
come on, what is happening?
I mean, I just feel like you can't even have legally a drop of alcohol. So, like, why is that? Why, like, where did the 18 come from?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're out of
Yeah.
high school, but that's still a baby,
I don't know.
right? I don't
It's
know.
so-
Especially, I
yeah.
guess I never really thought about it until I had my own
Yeah.
kid. And then you're like, holy shit.
And I remember being like 18 and being like, okay, I'm ready to like be an adult.
Yeah.
And you think you're so ready. You
And
think
you're so
like
not.
because you've gone through high school and you're like done being at your parents' house. You're done being told what to do and the rules and everything. And then you move out and it's like,
Reality hits you in the
damn,
face.
I wish I
Wish I can go back.
Yep. Like now I'm paying bills and
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Ashley. It's been so fun talking to you. Thanks for
Yeah.
opening up about all your life and all that
No,
craziness.
it's not easy.
of course,
I
like
appreciate it.
I'm an open book. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I love it.
We'll definitely have to have you back. But yeah, thank you so much. And thanks everybody for listening.
Yes. All
We
right.
out.
Bye.
Peace.